Good morning, everybody. This is Glenda with Retired Living. I wanted to go out here this morning and show you my rose bushes and see if anybody could give me some kind of a reason why they're doing like they are. I know heat's got a lot to do with it, but still, if you could give me some kind of recipe or something I could mix up and put on them to keep the leaves from being eaten so much. And I can't figure out what's eating them. But anyway, let's go around here and look at these and see if anybody can help me. I'll walk you around and show you my buds from my zinnias out here that are turning to seed. I need to get them cut and put away for next year. Y'all hold on, let me get you turned around. That's my zinnia bed. It looks like it's about spent, don't it? And our tomatoes, they're about gone. We've got tomatoes in the porch on the table and sitting everywhere. But that's my little flower thing that I made and hung up there. It still looks pretty good. The weather hadn't faded it hardly any. It still looks pretty good. It's just, you get those good fast colored flowers and they'll last longer. But anyway, this is our little front yard. We enjoy living here in Chatsworth. It's a quiet little town. Let me show you this one that I hung up to begin with. Some of those faded somewhat. The tall ones that are inside of it, the big tall, looks like got fingers, they light up at night. I got those from Temu and didn't realize they were going to light up when I got here. I put them out here and they lit up at night. They're so cute. But all of my pots in the front, see, they just dried up. The only thing that's still surviving in any of it is the vine and of course the weeds. I gotta go pull all of that and put some more mulch down. But this is my first rose bush. This is under Chris's bedroom window. And see how this thing is usually covered with roses this time of year, even in the heat. But see how many has not done. It's still getting buds. And it makes such cute little roses. But the holes, can you see those holes in it? There's so many holes. And my leaves are just being eaten. I've sprayed a compound on them that was supposed to get rid of whatever it is. But I don't know. See how the spots are? It just does not look good at all. And that limb back there, it just looks like it's going to be gone for long. I mean, these rose bushes are beautiful when they're full of roses. These leaves are just eat up. Let me see if I can find one that has anything on the back of it. I flip them over and look at them if I don't get stuck. See, there might be a little worm or something right there. What is that? Ooh, I don't know if I don't think it's a worm. I think it's a shell of eggs that had eggs in it. Ew. Get off of me. Yeah, it's some kind of bug. That's the first time I found a shell on them. I found little black spots on them, little dark colored spots. But they're just not as pretty as they was. We always trim them off and try to do things for them in the fall to keep them from being so bad in the next spring. And they've always come back healthy, but they're just not doing like I want them to do. I'm gonna have to do something. It's got a little bud right there, see it? They need to be, I need to do something with them. If somebody could just give me a hint. Right there's my, I don't know if it's called sawgrass or pampas grass or what, but it grows those big old pampas things out of them. We had to dig it up, but not really dig it up, we cut it off all the way because it had a yellow jacket nest in it. And we had to cut it down last year all the way to the ground so we could get rid of the yellow jacket. And there's one of my kitties. That's Fuzzy. He's a stray. This must, my border up through here is a railroad for him, I guess. He walks up and down it. Let's go around here and see if we can see some of those pods on here. Well, they're not pods, it's the blooms, and then they, at the tip of them, when they die, they have seeds. See, look at this big one. Look how big it was. All of that is seeds inside. Here's some little ones that's already dried and ready to be pulled. See the little seeds inside of it there? And it's all different colors. I've had every kind of color under the sun out here. Yellow, that one's yellow and white. I've had pink, pink and 2 shades of pink. There's one of the little yellow ones. Oh, this one right here is a pretty one. See how it's just opened and it's got a few of the little tiny ones coming out in the middle. This right here is called Cosmos, and it is really pretty. This is the tall Cosmos. I thought it was the shorter brand, but it's not. But it took over this end of the bed. My lily right there needs to be cut off. There's so much that needs to be done just to keep a little tiny flower bed. These are pretty flowers. Look here. That's in the shade. Let me get you one. Show you one. Look here. At the bees. Look at that bee. He's just going to town, getting him some pollen. Here, you can have some of that one. I'll move out of your way. Come on. The bees are scared of me. See this one right here? Look how pretty that is. The little Cosmos. But there's a whole bunch of these pink ones. And then we have a bunch of orange ones. The big ones seem to be all orange and 2 shades of orange. There's a big pink one. Look at this big seed pod right there. All of that'll be seeds inside there. It looks like the birds have had their way with it. Them little finch birds, the little yellow and black ones, they are so pretty, and they come through here and they just have havoc on these seeds. That's why I pull some of them and get them out of here before the birds eat all of them. That's one that they've took all the seeds out of. And I got a rose bush over here. This is our my mind went blank. I can't think of what the name. Irises. My goodness, I say that a million times. This is irises that we planted in the spring. Looks like the weeds are trying to take it over too. We'll have to come out and see if I can get all that out. That's part of that little vine I was telling you about that my granddaughter gave me before she was killed in that accident. But this is the rose bush. Now it doesn't bloom like the pink one around there does, as fusely, but it has some really pretty. There's a bud. And here's a pretty little yellow flower. We've got lots of of problems, looks like, with that bug or whatever it is. The leaves aren't eating as much on this one as it is the pink ones around there. I sprayed this one with tobacco juice and water with a little bit of soap in it, and that may be the answer to the problem. There's a spider web in it. That's not helping it any. And let's see, this is my Rose of Sharon. It's got a pretty flower. It's about quit blooming too. It's got lots of seed pods on it. But this is the vine that Doug can't stand, and it took my little sunflowers because it's invasive, I guess. But it's so pretty to me. Every time I see it, it reminds me of Stacia. That's our granddaughter, our first granddaughter. She gave me all these things. She gave me the vine and the Rose of Sharon. She gave me it, and it blooms every year. I'll say, okay, Stacia, you better let them bloom good. She had a green thumb. She could stick a stick in the ground and a root. But that's about all I want to show you today. There's a little bit of the vine right there. But we've got a beautiful sunrise this morning. I'll show you a little bit of these flowers over here. It's some zinnias that I don't know how they got over here. They were a bird or the wind, or they just came up. But they're over here in the tomato patch. I think that's called a rooster crown, that thing right there. They just started coming up in the front yard and everywhere else, and I think that's about the only one that's lasted. But it comes back every year. We got bumblebees over here having breakfast. See him right there? He's having him some breakfast. But this color of flower is really pretty. There he is. See, we got one right there that's pretty. And we got the little orange and yellow ones. They come up, the new blooms look like this, and then by the time they start dying, they look like this. They turn to this color. I think they're so pretty. This is our tomato vines. They've about on their last leg now. We got a couple of green ones here, and I think there's one over there. But there's not too much going on with that one. It's finished. This one here has a few on it. There's a couple of them down in there. I don't know, can you see that one or not? But it's starting to lean over and not had as many tomatoes on it. There's one that's trying to turn if the sun don't bust it. That's how the sun does. It just cracks them. See that one right there? The sun heats them up and it's like it's cooking. That's how hot the sun is. I see one down in there that's red. I probably have to get that one out on the other side. But there's green ones still on this one. So we may get a couple if the sun don't get to them first. But I'm going to get off of here. I hope that you've enjoyed this little walk around with me. And I want you all to remember I'm supposed to turn around and put my face into the sun. I can't see. But anyway, I hope that y'all have enjoyed this. And remember that God loves you and we love you. We love you a bunch and we appreciate you so much. We've had so many beautiful comments from people. They just so sweet and caring. I've got a prayer request for you if you don't mind. My brother-in-law Steve was just diagnosed with cancer, And he's taking radiation for the pain, but he's not going to take chemo. I just don't think it's going to do any good because it's spread so bad. It's what the doctor says. But y'all keep Steve in your prayers, and my sister in your prayers, that they can get through this, and the Lord just hold them up. Remember, I love you. Thank you. Bye-bye.